to ladies night. Here to have a good time. Everybody's feeling right. Welcome to ladies night, ladies night. Oh, yeah.
Hey y'all.
Hey,
What's
hey,
good,
hey.
y'all?
Ooh,
Friday. Finally,
finally.
we made
I
it.
got my little hookah on, honey.
I see a whole vibe.
Got a little
So
cocktail
jealous of that. You got a little cocktail?
on.
What is that?
It is. It's my own little mix that I do. I like it. It's grape Powerade with some vodka.
Woo.
That's an odd combination. I've never, but I
I,
guess you're getting
I
your
know
drink
it's
on
weird. I
and you're
don't.
getting your
I was gonna say I
your
like that. Two
vitamins
for
in.
one. You getting your
Yeah.
electrolytes. You gonna be passed out, dehydrated.
Yeah, so you wake up feeling
No
good.
dehydration over here, honey.
Love it.
I don't like dehydration at all.
I
Mm-mm.
know
Although
me
I
It's
look
either.
no
slightly
fun.
dehydrated today. I don't know what the hell. I look.
It's just hot today.
Uh huh.
Was it hot? I've
It
been
was very
cold.
hot.
I had my
it's
heater on.
hot.
I think I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna get through this tonight. Okay, so there earlier in this week there was like rumors circulating that Biz Markie had died. And one of his spokesperson, his I guess his attorney or someone said he was having serious health issues at this time and he's being monitored by the doctors. But my thing is, it's like the same way with DMX. Like they said he died and he was still alive. I feel like people should respect the family and let the family release that information when they're ready to do that. You know?
That's the problem with
Agreed.
social media. Like everybody ready to run their mouth and yap. And I mean, I most of the time it's no bad intention, no bad intent behind it, but it's like just give the family the respect to do that because some of them might
But
not even have known. Like
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes people find out about something tragic because somebody posted it, and it's like you getting calls like, wait, what?
Right.
they
So
done said he died like a few times. Like
yeah,
he's one of them people that just keep coming up on the they died list, and you feel
because
like,
last
did he really
summer.
die though? I don't think he died though.
Remember this summer? I think it was like June or around this time last year. He was really, really sick. I don't think they said he
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
died, but from what I read, he has like type 2 diabetes, so he's been kind of dealing with that, and he, I guess, went into a coma and then had a seizure while in the coma. So, and they say
Oh,
like he normally comes out of
comes
it,
back.
but this is the first time I guess he's had the stroke while in the coma as a result of his diabetes. So
Oh, that's so sad.
Sheena, what you drinking on? You
yeah,
got some tea. It looked like.
I have some tea with some honey. I put a little orange juice in it. It was too hot, so I had to cool it down a little bit.
Mm.
that
Are we?
sounds refreshing
It
though.
is actually really
Mm-hmm.
good.
It
It feels
sounds
good on
good.
the feels good on my
Yeah.
throat. Feels good.
It feels good in my throat. It's like
Yeah.
right down my throat.
It's very lovely.
We're gonna leave it at it feels good.
All right, so Little Kim wants a versus battle with Nicki Minaj.
Hell yeah.
I
I'm
could do
for it.
that.
I'm for
I could
that
do
shit.
that.
Oh
I'm for
my
I
that
could
god.
do
too.
it.
I feel that that would be
I
yeah.
I
That
might
think
just
it's
those are
need
the
pretty
a
only
a
two
even.
that
pet
can
suit to watch that shit because I'm gonna be
even
It's
all in
kind
the
of
vibe.
even.
even though because they're
Yes.
from different areas, but it's still like it's like okay, there was Lil Kim and she
It
did
was
her
a
thing,
Barbie.
and
Lil
then
Kim was a Barbie.
no, she was a queen bee.
But then one of her verses was
She
Black
used to be
Barbie
Barbie.
dressed
Yeah,
in,
okay,
yeah.
and then Minaj came out as the Barbie, and I think that would be a dope. Like I'm
That's
here for
dope.
it.
Me
We would have
too.
to have like a viewing show or something.
I
That's
think I would
exciting.
wear like a pink fucking latex pantsuit for that shit. Like I would
Yeah.
be all in the vibes. Give me a little, Kim used to wear her colored wigs and the
Mm-hmm.
shade. Listen,
I'm gonna wear my pink tutu, Annie.
I think they need to get that on. I think they need to
I'm
do
here
that.
I'm
for it.
gonna wear my purple wig and some purple pasties. I'm
Listen,
gonna be what is that 98
Oh
VMAs?
shit!
they need to do it. They
Yes.
need to do that
With Diana Ross when
ASAP.
she leaned over
Which
and tweaked her
played with
little
it?
booty, her
Yeah,
little
she played
titty.
with it.
I was like, yeah,
Oh my
Diana Ross. That
gosh.
was everything.
It
That was
was.
everything.
So over BT weekend, she was asked by an interviewer, would she ever be up to doing verses? And she said she wants to do a versus with Queen Barbie Queen, and then she winked, and I feel like maybe their beef is settled for her to say that because it used to be in the back in the day.
Yeah,
She would not even say her name. It would not
right.
even. She'll be
I
like
think
next
they've grown. They
conversation. I
kind of,
think.
you
I
know,
I
think they
think
probably
it's just.
settled through some
I
beef.
think that they're also. I think just kind of over it.
they're
It's
over
like
it.
okay, you can like we actually don't even fucking know each other. Why? Why we gotta have beef if we? I don't even know this bitch.
I don't know. I think they need to do that.
Mhm.
So
I.
shit.
I mean, a lot of their beef came honestly was from Nicki Minaj not being respectful and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
kind of what Cardi
absolutely.
is doing to Nicki right now.
Yeah.
They all three they ass
They
to battle.
all
I need to do
yeah,
that.
Why don't they
but
just all
God
do a
damn.
versus? They need to all do
Yes.
a verse
they all need to do a
together.
song together though. That would
Doja
be
Cat too.
dope.
Throw her in there. I like Doja Cat though. I like
Doja
Doja
Cat.
Cat.
Okay, Doja Cat
I
is
like
pretty to
Doja
me.
Cat.
I
I
like
like
her, but
her.
to me, I think she's like a mini Nicki Minaj.
They all the motherfuckers all trying to be like each other. That's what I said. Throw them all in there.
Throw 'em
You got the
all.
OG Kim. Then you got
Although I
Nick
like
Nack.
my
You
my
know.
twins big like Tia Tamara. I love that song. That's my fucking song. Like yes,
But
bitch.
I think Doja's kind of underrated. Like she got her few hits, but I
She
think she's
is.
very talented. I
She's
just
very
feel like
creative.
she
She's
is. She is.
She's very, very creative.
she talks a whole lot, and because of that, she gets discounted.
Is
Just
that what it
because
is?
of how she taught. Yeah, she has very her opinions are. I mean, they're her fucking opinions, so let her have them. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
But
feel
they're
like
very but they're very they're polarizing. Her opinions are like really polarizing, and she
Yeah.
pisses a lot of people off, and that's really
I like
why
her. I like her for that. I feel like in
I
Hollywood,
like her for it
if
too.
you state your opinion and you keeping it too real, they want to cancel you. So when you about to get
Yeah.
canceled, you know you spoke some real shit, and then people can't. Sometimes they
Uh
can't
huh.
fuck with the truth. So
Yeah, for real,
you
for
know,
real.
I love those who
I'm
get
not
about
mad
to
at
get.
I'm not mad at her about it, but for
No,
some reason that seems to be like the problem that
you
people have
can't
with
be
her, that she's
real.
not getting like the real,
A
she's
lot
not
of
getting her
Hollywood
real
is fake,
due.
y'all. I think we all
Yeah.
know that. A lot of Hollywood is
Mm.
fake, and
Yeah.
it's too much, you know. But hey,
But she is one though. Like she's said a few things, and I'm like, ooh,
She
bitch,
said,
yeah,
yeah,
that ain't
she
gonna
that
ride,
yeah,
okay.
girl.
Look,
That's
I
not
think
gonna
we
fucking
talking
ride.
about the same thing
yeah.
that
She
she
said something
said,
like, "Girl, I was just like
and
you."
that was But aside from that, like I rock with her. I like her.
I like her too.
Yeah.
I think
She's one
she's
of them
adorable.
people. Now you know who's the opposite of her is Azealia Banks. She is one that needs to
Mm.
shut her whole mouth because she
See,
needs
I
to
don't
stop
really know
talking.
too much about her, so I don't know
I
if that's a
was.
good or a bad thing. So
She's kind of that way, but she says the wrong shit like entirely. She will, and she gets
mm.
too evil. She gets real. You know, I'm gonna do
Oh.
a
Listen,
spell on you with my chicken and
Oh.
my
when
in a
that bitch, when
closet,
that
and
bitch, wait, when she
she's crazy.
dug
That
up
bitch
her
is
cat
nuts.
and
Oh,
then
that
boiled
bitch.
it,
I remember. Oh
and
my
then she
God, that
had
was
the
her.
I did
skull.
she really though? Did that happen? I
She's
don't
crazy enough.
know.
She's crazy enough.
I
I
think
I heard
she's
don't.
that. I was
crazy,
like,
but I
oh.
don't. Is she that crazy though?
I
Like
I
that's
think
kind
she
of.
is. She
Hmm.
has issues.
She
Azalea
has
Banks has a
some
lot
real
of
issues.
issues.
She do got
Yeah,
some
I remember
issues.
that. That was crazy.
That bitch is nuts. And then the whole like they found like in her apartment she had like a chicken voodoo or something where she was killing chickens and shit. Bitch, this is some shit that you'd be like,
Maybe
is
she
this
was doing her
really?
art. Maybe she was having like making her shit super organic. She wanted her do her own little shit.
She got to get them chickens. She got
I
to get them chickens
mean,
nice and light.
She was
She's an
like, I want some
islander.
fresh chicken
some
strips.
that
Fuck all the
real
She's an
bullshit.
organic
islander.
shit.
She's Caribbean. She's Caribbean. So I don't
Probably had
know.
that good old soup with the chicken feet and shit.
Well, her nudes are gross too. Like I was like, ooh, I
Wait,
don't
I
want to
never
see
seen
that.
them. You got to send them. I've never seen her
She
nudes.
she posed
She
for
posted.
Playboy.
What?
Yeah, he
When?
Really?
posted. She was on play. She was in Playboy. Yeah,
I'm gonna get my water. I should have. Up here
they're not cute.
parched.
I mean, it's not cute pictures. She looked like a. I don't know.
You
She
know
looked
what
like a
she would
dude.
be?
She looked like a dude, like a skinny dude
Okay.
with titties
She would be
and a
pretty to
cooter.
me. Yeah.
A skinny dude with titties.
Don't make me laugh. I can't. It hurts. She would be pretty to me if she
Yeah,
wasn't
I
so
was gonna
crazy.
say, what kind of sound was that?
That's my. I can't laugh
Oh,
because if I laugh, I'm a
Oh,
cough, and then I'm gonna offend
her
everybody.
I
So
you know what? Her music is incredible. Her music's actually really good, and she overshadows it with all that fucking mouth. Like,
mm.
stop talking and start selling, girl, because her music is bomb.
really, I
Her
never listened.
music is
I've never,
actually
yeah.
Listening.
it's really good. It's very good music, and without all the bullshit on the side that she brings, because it's like her music like stands on its own. It's fucking good. It's very good music.
So if she wasn't crazy, she'll be up there.
I think so.
I think it's
Yeah.
funny when she be going off on people.
But
Like,
she what she does is she takes herself out of the equation just based on her fucking behavior. Cause
yeah.
she's
Mm.
always fucking, just shut the fuck up, girl. Like you make
Some
good
people
music. You don't even have to
can't.
explain it to people.
So who do you think can go in a versus with Azalea Banks?
A
And y'all tag Azalea
versus.
Banks because I want her to cuss us all out.
She go. You know she's
Please
gonna
cuss
do
me
it.
out.
She gonna cuss us out, girl. She
There will
might
be
do a
all kind of
spell on
fat
our whole
bitches.
ass
I was
and
gonna
shit.
say that bitch might be having a doll and wrap my braids around my neck or some shit. Wake up, cough in the middle of the night.
Okay, like what's
Mm-mm.
wrong? Oh, it's a zillion bay. Oh, you gonna wake up confident and shit and be like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, it's a zillion
Choking like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
bay. Crazy ass. She kind of entertains me the how crazy she is. I don't know
She's
if
very entertaining.
I find it like kind of like
Very
Yeah.
entertaining.
just always laughing from her.
It's oh god. So speaking of choking,
Speaking
um,
of choking,
speaking of choking, Los Angeles County health officials now are recommending if you are vaccinated, you should be wearing a mask.
I
Listen,
wear it anyway.
this
I'm
is my
Indoors and
theory.
vaccinated and
outdoors.
I wear that motherfucker.
So I would never forget. It was March, like I went like March 3rd of 2020. I was at Walmart with my husband, and this is when shit was starting to creep. So I was like, let's get Lysol. So I'm buying all this stuff, and he's recording like, "Oh, you paranoid, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So the week later, they shut everything down. So I go to the store, and I'm the only one with a mask on because I'm like, if the government is saying don't wear, oh shit, I'm sorry,
He's like,
get out. Um,
Get the
sorry.
fuck out.
Oh, I wanted to do that. I forgot we was live. Lord, please they come and get me. But I was like, if the government is saying don't wear it, that shit, the whole logic behind what they were saying didn't make sense. How about it?
It
Fuck
did
that.
not make no
So I
fucking
said, if they saying
sense.
go left, guess who going right? Me. So I'm walking
Me.
around my mask. People like, what are you doing? But just like now, if I were vaccinated, guess what? My behavior would still be the
Still.
same
That's
because
Mm-hmm.
what they
exactly
about
what
to
I'm
do,
doing.
what's about to happen is, and this is my theory, what's about to happen is they say this big boogie wolf Delta, Delta Plus, and Zeta and Omega and all this shit
This
is here.
booger wolf.
But I feel like they, fourth week, 4th of July is here. They
Mm-hmm.
need a reason to lock us down. So guess what? 2 weeks after, numbers gonna be up the roof, fucking all this shit, and we probably gonna be a lockdown again. So I just feel they just gotta have something to blame it on. So I'm just take a
Uh huh.
seat. That's my
Yep.
opinion. But
I agree.
everybody absolutely should be wearing a mask. But I mean,
I
you
agree.
Yeah.
have those who will be like, I never wore one from the beginning. I ain't. You got that group. You got some people who feel like, yeah, I'm vaccinated. I can't pass it. You got that group. And you got people
I'm
like me
still
who
wearing my
are,
mask
you know,
everywhere the fuck I go. I'm
yeah.
wearing that
And
motherfucker,
I'm
and I'm
vaccine
vaccinated.
hesitant. And I'm nothing's gonna change with me.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. So I mean, I
Not
feel
today,
they should
ma'am.
have, but nobody's really going to probably listen to that because it's
When
crazy.
they have a handle on the motherfucker, then we can talk about me
Then
taking
we
my
could
mask
talk.
off. But
That's gonna
before
be like
then,
another
bitch,
year from now.
That's gonna be a year, and it's
It'll
I
sad.
start
Like
happening
know.
this
I
summer.
just feel so bad for the
I'll wear that
kids.
bitch for a whole other year. I could tie her ass up now that she all loose and shit. I could tie her whole
Yeah,
ass up. Just
but I just feel
let's
it's going to get.
go.
I don't see it getting any better because everybody's set in their ways now. People are fatigued. I get it. People feel like I had it. It's the flu, or you got people who was on the hooked up with the fucking
My
intubated.
brother just left the hospital this past week.
Oh, he was there for
He
about a
was
week,
a
right?
couple hours away from a ventilator, just like I was when I was in the hospital.
Mm.
Like the shit is fucking real. Like I almost lost my whole brother, and I love that dude so much. I can't even tell
Oh,
you how much I love that man.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
I'm
he's
it's
so
doing good.
like I'm
yeah,
so happy he's out and all that stuff, but I just was like it. It's weird. Sometimes it don't get real till later
Hmm.
yeah.
because I didn't really know like a whole lot of like I knew people that had it, but like not people in the hospital with it. But my brother was like, "I'm about to be on a ventilator." I'm like,
Really?
"Oh my fucking god!" I
See, the
didn't even know
people
what
I've
to
known have been
do. I didn't know what
cool.
to do.
Yeah.
So did you have COVID, Dante?
I don't know if I had it or not because it's so when I was in the hospital, it
Hmm.
was literally now at this point they're putting the moment where COVID hit the U.S. like 2 months after I was in the hospital.
Um.
But the thing
Mm.
is, I had the same. It happened to me the same way as my brother, almost immediate fucking pneumonia
Hmm.
just out of nowhere. And I never get like, I don't get bronchitis. I don't get none of that
Yeah.
stupid shit. So for me to just launch into fucking pneumonia is like not correct.
Okay.
My blood pressure spiked through the roof. It was like 200 something over 100 and something. Like it was
What?
strong. It went crazy. And again, I was less than a day away from being on a ventilator. My
Oh,
doctor said we're gonna try this one treatment or whatever, and we're gonna see if this works. But you about to be on a ventilator, homie.
So what happens if you get on a ventilator? Like you're always on a ventilator for the rest of your life, or your lungs are just
you
always
get
functioning?
off. Is the
No,
but I heard that's what be checking people out. So I
The
heard,
ventilator.
it,
yeah.
that
Right.
So that's
girl.
what I.
So
So
what a ventilator is? That's your ticket on the way the fuck out.
yeah,
Is what it
yeah,
is.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
the
like your
ventilator is
speed
not
pass.
something you do
Yeah, you
not
don't
The
want.
fucking
speed.
Yeah,
need in
Oh,
your whole
so
life.
if
yeah.
I'm ever at the hospital and they want to put me on a ventilator, I'm like no,
Mm.
because
You
it's the
better get
speed
on that.
pace.
If they tell you you need a
If
ventilator, you
they
better
tell
get
you,
on that
you get on
motherfucker
it.
shit.
But yeah,
Y'all
and I
just said it's a
mean,
speedway on the way out.
I mean, for most, yes, but
But
it
it's
could be
not the
that the way
it's
that
not the
they're doing it,
ventilator. It's
it's
the
not. It's the
reason they're putting
person.
you on the
Yeah,
ventilator.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh my god.
But what it do mean something serious. They put you on a
yeah,
ventilator, bitch. You on your way the fuck out. That's what you're
yeah.
doing.
I think I just probably have a chest cold. I had the window open, slept with the window open, so
You better
yeah.
get
You're
tested now
calm because I
because
would have been. Listen, I'm one of those people like, and I feel like I'm just overly cautious. Like I feel like
mm.
since I'm not getting the vaccine
What the
yet. Like if I've been around people, like 3 days after I go get tested, and
yeah.
I feel like I'm doing my part because I don't want to be that person that
Right,
is
Mm-hmm.
unknowingly like spreading the shit.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I just do my part. Everybody's not like that. It's people who turn up Friday through Sunday at home or at work with their kids and family,
Well,
unmasked like ain't nothing
they're the
happened,
ones though
and
that are
that's
getting it too. They're the ones
Yeah.
that are like,
yeah. So I mean, shit,
yep.
maybe that'll be an eye opener for some. But
Y'all
it's
know
crazy.
y'all have seen me and you know me. I am dramatic as shit. So the second I'm like I'm like I have the COVID. Oh my god, I gotta go get tested. I cannot even. I've been freaking out this whole fucking time thinking I got COVID
Yeah.
I
when I
just been
don't have COVID
chilling.
at all.
I'm gonna go get a test. I'm gonna go get a test tomorrow morning, and I'll be
I
fine.
mean,
I'm never around anybody. I'm at home. I
that
Yeah.
think
don't
it's
mean
because I slept
nothing.
with the window open, and you
Well,
know,
let me close my goddamn
You
window
slept
because it
with your
sounded
window
like that.
open.
Shit.
Did
and
somebody
the
sneak
fan
up?
and the
Oh, did
fan on. It's
somebody
cold
sneak
at
up in that
night.
motherfucker door? Did somebody?
Right.
Somebody come in there?
Probably right. And coughed all over me.
Cough. Oh, they coughed on you. They coughed on her. That's what they did. Uh-huh.
Okay,
Coughed on
so
your ass.
free Britney. I feel sorry for Britney. Like
I do
I feel like I grew
too.
up
Oh,
with her. Like we're
Brit.
friends. We are friends.
Brit,
We're
Brit's
friends in
all
my
of our.
head.
She is all of our friends. She
We
done
love
gave up
her.
her whole childhood for us.
Yes.
She
She's.
did.
Yeah.
You know what I have to say about Britney. She is the first childhood star that really that I think that we actually do show like we're thankful for them giving up their whole childhood
Mm-hmm.
because we sure as fuck didn't do it with Michael. Let's be real.
Or Christina
Or
Aguilera.
Christina Aguilera,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But
Or
Brittany,
Yeah.
for
Justin
some reason,
Timberlake.
we all look over Brittany like, oh, that's our little baby or something. Like,
And you know what?
I enjoy that.
her love
I
is
like that.
generational too. You know, like
Yeah.
kids, even kids know "Hit Me, Baby, One
You
More
one more
Time."
time.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
her love is
I sung
generational.
that on a cruise, girl. I wore everybody out, and they wouldn't let me
I bet
perform
I,
you
it.
did. Shoot, I would
They
love to
would
see
not
that
let me
footage.
perform it because it's a
Ah,
girl song. But I
what?
was.
what?
They were like, "This is the real winner right here," but we're gonna have her do it for the
Oh,
Mm.
girls.
that's well. That I don't think that would
You
happen
know
in
how they have like the
2021.
performances or whatever that they do on cruise ships or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I killed "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." I had everybody
Did
screaming,
you
and
have
they
a
were
wig
like,
on and a
"No,
blonde wig on, and you was like
no,
covering
there
your
was no
head?
wig. No, I just performed the song. I mean, I
Were you
sound,
doing the dance?
I can do Britney. It sounds similar, actually. Yes,
Sad. I just hope it all works out for her. You know,
yeah,
Well,
that's my hope.
her she was
me too.
declined as her
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
have her conservatorship.
Yeah.
You know, she gave a really heartful speech, and you know, like she was abused. So I guess her co-conservators company, they want to withdraw from being a conservator against her for her because of her abusive speech. Even they know it's not right. Like
Yeah.
you are a 39-year-old woman, you can't have babies, you can't get married if you want. Like your family is
Right.
The
literally living
IUD
off of
surprised me. I didn't know they could do that.
yeah. It's like
Mm-hmm.
I
against
did
your
not know
will.
they could force an IUD on somebody.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's
They can
crazy
easily
what
put
they
her to
can and
sleep. They can
can't
put her
That's
in the
her
do.
body
hospital.
though. But that's her body.
If
That's
she's
like
in
But
the hospital, they can put her to sleep, do what they got to do.
it's scary. I mean, even as you know, my oldest is 12 years old, and through my healthcare provider, there's an app where you could see like all their test results and blah blah blah. So I go in to see like a result for like her allergy test, and
Mm.
it was like something. So I called. They're like, "Oh yeah, at 12, there's only certain things you can and can't see. She gonna have to give you permission." I said, "The fuck?" I said, "Wait,
No.
wait." I said, "No, no, no. I had to make sure I was understanding." And she laughed. She said, "Yes, in your state, as when they're 12, your kid, like you only have I can only see like her certain test results. I can't see her like visit summaries, none of that shit." And I said, "Oh no, how do we fix this?" I said, "Cause I don't know." I said, "I'm not okay with that."
she's
So
not
they,
even, she's not
That's what's
18.
not.
girl,
You know
she's
what's
12.
gonna not happen is this right here. This is what's
So
not going
I
to
said,
happen.
how do we
Yeah.
fix this? They said, "Well, your daughter can't go through there and request." I said, but I didn't even know that was a thing. So it's like you got 12 years olds who can be,
Is it
doing
just
whatever.
girls or is it boys
It's
too?
everybody.
Is
It's 12-year
Really?
olds.
so you can have,
Yes.
like you said,
Huh.
you can have 12-year-olds doing whatever they want to do, but a 39-year-old woman
Can't
can't even have a baby if
can't
she
even
wants
have a
to.
baby.
And she
Mm-mm.
has the funds to do it. And it's like, it's sad
Mm-hmm.
because her whole family lived off. It's so many people living off this girl's money. It's not even
But
funny.
that whole family, they wouldn't be fucking shit. They wouldn't have got
Without
out of
her.
butt fuck ass
Sorry, guys.
Louisiana without her at
Louisiana.
all. And she is the one who should be
Sacrificed.
calling the shots.
Yeah.
She sacrificed her whole childhood. Like
Yep.
I am so
Yep.
done with this. I hate to say I'm not to you guys, but I'm just saying like I am so done with the fact that everyone talks about her life in theory. It's like this is this woman's life. She's 39 years old and she got to ask her mama like what the
Can
fuck?
she have
And
a
It,
baby?
can she have a baby?
what the
What?
Can she go?
fuck?
Can she go spend the money that she
That
worked
she
That
so
worked
hard
she
for?
for?
earned
The
That
all
she
of
gave
that,
hell?
up her
every
entire
red
childhood
fucking
for.
cent.
She gave up her
Yeah.
entire childhood for. Can she go live off the fruits of her
I
labor?
can't. I'm
Can
just
she
like,
see her own
how is this
kids? Can she see her
happening?
current kids? That's
Yeah,
not
it's
even up to
sad.
her. It has to
Whew.
be arranged by her conservators. They tell her when she can see her kids. She
Mm-mm.
doesn't add, you know, it's stuff like that.
I
So
couldn't even imagine, like, oh my God, it would be some motherfuckers missing.
Well,
So,
you saw like
yeah.
even Kevin stood up and was like, "I want a strong woman as my like." It was literally basically like, "I want my kid's mother to be a strong person, and I
Right.
support whatever makes that happen."
hmm,
And you know, he was
And
getting
was
paid
saying
off her
like,
ass
if
too, but he knows that
yeah,
shit is crazy.
well, he gets like, girl, he gets like $250,000 a month from her in
A
child
month.
support.
That
God
oh my god.
damn.
Do you know how many
Sorry, not
people
a
are on
month.
payroll?
I'm sorry,
A
like
year?
a year. A year. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
that makes. But you
Oh
know,
yeah,
do you know how many people are on payroll? This girl
I know.
is paying everybody. By the time she get her life back, she ain't gonna have no
She ain't
money.
gonna have shit.
She ain't
But
gonna
you
have
know
no
what?
money.
She's
I
building
always
experience
wonder
and
how
she can
she
bounce
has any
back.
money. I always wonder how she has the money at all at this point. Like she hasn't worked in ages, but it's not because she didn't want to. Or sorry,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
sad.
because she
But she
wants
was.
to. It's
I
because
mean,
she don't want to.
she has a lot of money. That girl
Mm.
has money. She was the number one girl
Yeah,
for a
she was.
good
She
long
was that
time.
girl. She
She
was.
was bad
Selling
bitch.
Yeah.
selling
Yeah,
out arenas
yeah.
every other
Yeah.
night. She worked 7 days a week. She said that
Mm.
that's considered sex trafficking in California.
Mm.
Hello.
It is, according to
She
It
has one of
California.
my favorite songs too in dance history. Like the one song that'll get me dancing on the floor is "I'm a slave for
Yeah,
you."
Slave
with the snake.
Oh
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
remember the VMAs when she
everything.
performed that?
Yes.
She is
That
everything. I
that
live.
VMA performance is like classic. I can probably. I think I'm gonna watch that when we're done.
I'm
Cause
not
like
the
her,
hugest fan though of these videos she's making of her doing the spinning around. I'm like, this is making you look crazier. Please stop doing that.
and her
Yeah.
eyeliner, how it be smeared.
Yes! Oh my god! And don't, like, your eyes are already, when your eyes are like this, you don't put eyeliner on top and bottom. You
Yeah,
don't need to do both of these
Oh
things.
shit.
I learned that the hard way.
You
I don't
do
do it
the
no
top
more.
and then
I
you're
just do the top.
Egyptian, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
I
come
just do the top.
on. I just do the top. My eyes are
she be she be spinning and
my
her
eyes are
eyeliner
slanted.
be all right here, and I be
Shit.
like, girl,
Bitch.
Brittany,
I'd
we
be
love
like,
you.
who did that for you? And please
Oh
stop allowing
shit.
them
she
to do this.
she did it. She did it. She that's her only way to be free is to do what the hell she want to do. If she wants to spin with her raccoon rides
I'm
to make
gonna
her feel
bar
good,
her. I'm
let
Not
her
gonna
the
do it.
bar her
raccoon
from
eyes.
bottom eyeliner. You just don't need bottom eyeliner. You never ever do unless you've got big, huge fucking. If you don't have Tracy Ellis Ross eyes, just those
Oh yeah,
big,
her eyes
huge
are
ass
like golf ball
motherfucking
eyes. What are they called?
golf
Golf
ball
ball.
eyes. Do
She's oddly
not.
pretty though.
No, not underneath though. Don't do that.
Well, I learned I don't wear makeup,
Don't do
guys,
that.
but I was like, when I do wear it, I like to wear it on top.
Yeah.
But now I know don't do the bottom.
Don't
Mm-mm.
do that bottom
Unless somebody's doing my
eyeliner.
makeup for me, but if
You
I'm doing
know,
it, I only do it at the top.
you know what looks good on the bottom is so Anti has the eyes. Sheena, you don't have the
No,
eyes
I
for it. Your
don't.
eyes are
Yeah,
tighter.
my eyes are big. I have
Yeah,
kind of big
I have
eyes.
tight
Anti
eyes.
has a little bit bigger eye. So what
Hmm.
she can do is whatever your color is, like if it's blue, you could just put a touch of like white and blue under here to just give it like a pop. But you
I
Yeah,
don't
won't
that'll
be
be
want
so
pretty.
crazy.
you
No,
don't want
you
to
won't.
do like a whole fucking like black line under like why?
Like what he said,
It's
like put it in the
closing your eye. Your
corner.
eyes are beautiful and open and
Yeah.
wide. Why do you want to close your eye
Yeah,
more?
just like a little bit of under. Go on YouTube.
Yeah,
They'll show you how to do it. YouTube
Girl, I've
shows you
been
yeah.
how to do
watching
everything.
YouTube and I just get frustrated. Like, I fuck all that.
But
Okay.
whenever I see Britney's eyeliner, I'm just like, why?
I laugh because she has this raccoon eye and she's spinning and stuff and dancing.
Why?
I'm like, okay,
It
Brittany.
is so
Shit.
raccoon-eyed though, and it's like, but it's not necessary. Like, if you just took that off, it would look so much better.
Mm.
Okay. Well, taking speaking of taking something off,
Oh,
there is a
oh,
California high school who has been
wow.
stripped of their basketball title after it's a predominantly white high school in Colorado. After the basketball game, they won, and they started throwing tortillas at the opposing team, who's predominantly Hispanic.
It would have been a fight. That's
So
all
they've
I'm
been
gonna
stripped
say.
of
That's
their
crazy.
They
basketball
need their
title.
ass whooped.
They need they
They
fucking
need
ass
their
whooped.
ass whooped.
They need to
Yeah,
get a
and it
jalapeno
wasn't.
shoved up their ass. How about
A
that?
complete jalapeno, the whole fucking thing.
Habanero shit.
A
That
Yeah,
was
habanero.
so
Yep.
like who thought
Cut it
that was a good
first
it
though,
was
so
idea?
that the
packs.
juices come out, please.
It
The
was packs
seeds.
of tortillas. So they just it was like probably 20 packs of
So,
tortillas.
so you know what this means
So
to me,
Mission
Sheena?
tortillas. So I don't even want to buy Mission no more because
Sheena, these motherfuckers went to the grocery
They
store.
planned this.
yeah,
This
that was
wasn't no
planned.
coincidence. This was planned.
They
Who
went
has
to the
tortillas?
grocery store. That's some bullshit. They
They
need their
parents
ass
need to
whooped
be slapped.
immediately.
Like
Their
that's just
parents need to be slapped.
because
Their
they
mama need
probably
to be
was the one
slapped.
who
Their
drove
daddy,
them.
their
Like
grandparent.
I'm
it's
sure
just
they told one of their
sad.
parents and they thought it was
And
funny.
somebody thought it was
They
funny and it
thought
was
the
a great
shit was both.
idea, and they need to
And
get their ass kicked.
the thing is, if you were this fucking clueless in life, it would make sense. But
Mm.
considering what's happening right now in the world, you gonna do that bullshit right there?
Right.
That just means that you're just a fucking jerk and
Yeah.
you
Mm.
Yeah.
need your
Yes.
ass whooped. It's
You
what it is.
whatever fucked up is coming their way, they deserved it. So
I feel like if they have any
like
Whole
scholarships
thing.
coming their way, you don't know who did it. So
Bye.
nobody
ain't
gets
nobody getting
scholarships.
it. Hello.
Nobody
Ain't
gets a
nobody getting it.
scholarship. Like that's
No.
like
Nobody gets a
Nobody.
scholarship.
Nobody.
No
it's
one gets a slice of
2021.
pizza. Fuck all y'all.
It's
Fuck every one of you
2021.
bitches.
That is just
Yes.
beyond
It's not
disrespectful. Like
acceptable. We're not accepting this anymore.
it's it
Like
That
was
is
just
not
very
acceptable.
sickening to see that. It's just
yeah.
like, and these are what high school
My
kids. I
stomach
mean,
would
it's just
immediately go
like,
sour. My stomach would just go immediately sour the second I am so glad I did not lay eyes on this because that is so disheartening.
Yeah.
it's sad. It's very sad. But I feel like stuff like that has kind of become normalized. Like,
Yeah.
we get sick to our stomach, but it's like, fuck, again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Again, yeah.
again, like, that's
And these
crazy.
people didn't do shit but show up to a fucking game they were supposed to go to. Why would they? Who throws tortillas at
And they
somebody? Like
lost on
that's
top of that. They
disgusting.
lost. So the winning team
You
is the one
lost, you pieces of
who's
shit.
throwing
Mm.
the tortillas, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
now you didn't even win. They won by default and they can go on.
It's just sad. I'm just, it's just so nasty. Like,
It's
it's very
Yeah.
disgusting.
disgusting. And it's like, you can't make this shit up. Like, you can't.
No,
This
you
isn't
can't.
somebody's ugly fucking evil heart. Like you did this. Whoever the
Hmm.
fuck it was that showed up with them tortillas needs their ass beat.
Hmm.
I'm sure it was
Like
some
for real,
parent
for
that thought
real.
it was hilarious who
Well,
probably
every one of
assisted
them
with
parents
that.
needs to get kicked dead in the dick.
And it's sad
Yeah.
because, we're in 2021 and like there's literally real racism in the home,
Disgusting.
Mm,
So
Yeah.
mm, mm,
good luck to
mm.
those little assholes.
Right.
All right, so Bill Cosby is being released. Janet Hubert, who was the original Aunt Viv, she calls out Felicia Rashad because Felicia Rashad was praising that he's being
She
released.
right in the fence. She ain't said shit.
So Aunt Viv, the original Aunt Viv, had tweeted, Felicia, what are you thinking? I don't know you, but to say this is terribly wrong. Everyone knew what it was back in the day. How could you not? Get your umbrella, sister. Here comes the shit show. Here comes the shit shower. My bad.
Ooh,
And
Miss Girl, Miss Hubert played a day in her life. Did you see the way that she went off on Will about like that whole fucking thing
Oh,
where they had
yeah.
the whole
Yes.
reconciliation?
Yes.
Janet
yeah,
Hubert is a beast, girl.
yeah,
She
she don't
Hmm.
is.
play.
She's a fucking beast. But I have to agree with her. How dare you? All these women around you speaking up and saying that someone did what they did to them, and you sit around and don't got you just all of a sudden don't got shit to say. You don't got
Well,
nothing
she's
to say.
happy that he's getting out. What's your opinion? Because I know this Bill Cosby thing is mixed emotions with the black community. I know some black people are for it, some black people are against it as another black man going down. What is your opinion on that anti?
I just feel they let everybody out. So fuck, why hold him in? There's people roaming around here and did worse shit. They roaming free. They never even did time. So
Right.
my
True.
thing is this. I mean, was it right
Very
what he
true.
did? No. I mean, but did these women know that they were taking a pill? Yeah. So it kind of go
Yes.
back to the
Yep.
TI shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, people probably go, if I had a platform, I'd probably get canceled. But my thing is this: it's people roaming the streets who should be locked the fuck up and never get out. But guess what? They out here rolling.
Yeah.
It's women.
If
I mean, I feel like Hollywood is kind of that industry where you got to do what you got to do. Like,
if y'all had a
you know,
if y'all had a platform, do you feel like you would be canceled? I don't.
I think I would.
I feel like I would be chastised once or
I
twice for
don't. I
We
being.
do have a platform. We're just
If
building
I
it.
were just like,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
true. Yeah.
We're
But I mean,
building
like
our
a.
platform.
Do you know what I mean, though? Like a
Yeah, we're not
larger.
there yet to get
I
canceled.
No.
I just feel that because I speak my mind. I've always been taught people are going to always have an opinion no matter what side I'm
That is
rocking with.
true. That
So
is
it's
Yeah.
true.
like I'm just going to be my true self, and if people don't agree, that's fine. To each its own. I'm not saying what I say to have you agree or disagree.
True.
Yeah.
I'm saying what I
Yeah.
say because that's how I feel about it. And like
And
I
that's how
said,
you. And that's how
you
you
know,
really fucking are,
and
though.
that's how I
Too.
am.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
no cap, no whatever. Like
No
what you see is
bullshit.
what you get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
for me, I'm not saying the women got what they deserve by no means, but it's also one of those things like, if you're rolling with your homegirl, she about to rob a bank and you get shot in the leg, like would I feel bad? It's fucked up you got shot, but you kind of know that's
What
kind
the
of
fuck's going on? Yeah.
right.
Right.
That's a possibility. So
I love
if you know what I'm
that.
saying? So it's like
Yeah.
somebody come give you a drink. We all know you don't take candy from strangers, and you damn sure don't take a
No.
drink from I don't fuck who it is.
Right.
Like,
Agreed.
so it's kind of like I don't know. Like I don't know if I love everybody know I love Tupac. If I were I don't know trying to make it back in the day, and Pac was like, "Oh, here go a drink." You know what, Pac? Go and order me another one. I want go and get me another one. I want to see. Like I'm not gonna take nothing. You know why? Because you're not about to get me like that,
You
bro.
know, yeah, I'm
It's
not
I
that
don't.
fucking easy,
I'm not that.
bitch. It ain't gonna
I'm
go
not.
down like that. If it
Mm.
goes down, it's possible because it's happened, but like it ain't gonna go down on like
So
that. That's not
it's
how it's
just a
gonna happen.
crazy situation. I feel the
Yeah,
women, it's very unfortunate that they had to deal with that. I feel,
but
Bill is
everyone knows.
out,
But everyone also
but
knows, like you don't take drinks from rando ass
I
fucking
don't care.
people. Even
But
like the
again, people are
'80s, they knew that
trusting.
fucking shit. They
People
knew
are too
that.
trusting. People trust
Yeah,
everybody, and I feel when you're trying to make it in Hollywood, you're gonna do whatever. And if that means you taking a drink from
but it's
people you
also
probably
why
heard have been doing it prior to you, then you know what? Hey, I
unless
don't
it's
know.
unless it's one of my best fucking good Judies, me and my friends, one of y'all, some of the other folk. Um, I'm not taking that drink. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. You can
Period.
buy me a drink. That's cool. I appreciate
Right.
the thought, and that's cool. But what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go buy my own drink, and
And
I
I've done that
will.
before.
Yep,
Totally have
and
done
I
that.
do it
You
every.
want
I
to
do
buy
it
a
every
drink?
time.
Oh
Every
no.
time. Oh,
I'll tell
okay.
you what I want. I'll get right. Hand me my cup, bartender. Like that's perfectly fine. But you're not about to walk from nowhere and give me shit. That's not what's about to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
common sense isn't something that everyone has common
It's
That's
of.
not so
very
common.
true.
Common sense is not very common.
Yeah, and
And
if people got their
I,
own motives, and maybe
Yeah.
they needed the money, maybe they had a ill family member and they needed to make it big at least once to pay whatever, take care of the family. They gotta, do something strange for
But
some
don't turn
change.
around and act
Shit.
like it was a surprise, though. Then,
but I
That's
mean,
the
like,
if
part I
you're
don't
if
like.
you're being trusting and you're young and you're in Hollywood and Bill Cosby's handing you a drink, you don't know about the pill situation, and then you wake up and you've had sex with this old man. He took advantage of a lot of that because he knew
he
who he
wasn't
was.
always old, baby.
Okay,
Bill
I know.
Cosby was young,
Okay, I'm
girl.
saying
She was
okay. You're
doing the
right.
same
Back in the
shit.
day, he was young.
I'm just
But
playing.
you're
I'm
okay.
just
You
playing.
no, no. But you're right. You're waking up to this
I'm just
man,
playing.
and you're like 18, 19, 20, and this man is like 35.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
that
going to the police. I'm
you would
chilling.
say some will say he did. I would say he took advantage of the situation. He took advantage of the naiveness
Yeah.
of it. So you know, we all have our
But
opinions. We all
anti,
have our
like,
opinions. Agree to
the way
disagree.
that you are, though, you wouldn't be prime real estate for that type of
No, you
bullshit.
will
No,
definitely
because
not
they
be
know,
prime
like,
real
you're not about
estate.
Because
to,
they
no,
already know you like, girl,
that
I'm
ain't
calling
gonna
the
work for
police.
me. Yeah,
If
I'm
like,
I
calling the
make her
police.
drink,
I,
if I make her drink, she's looking at me like,
oh
"What's
yeah,
in
She's,
even
here?"
Sheena,
no.
even Sheena makes the strongest drink. So
And
I'd
she'd
be
be
like,
like, "What's in it?"
let me,
Before she even touch
What's
it,
in
what's in
what's in
this?
it? So yeah,
this?
you
You
know,
do make a strong ass drink,
yes,
girl.
she
You made me,
does.
girl.
She
You
don't
made me
pour,
the
like she
hugest
don't
Tennessee
eye.
drink.
She
I
just
was like,
pour.
oh my
She don't
god, my
eye
head
it.
is spinning.
Like,
No, it's because no, you're not doing it right. You got to put
oh,
that. You got to put a cup of alcohol, and you got to put a pinch of juice just for the coloring or just for the taste.
mm-mm.
Oh,
You
bitch.
want to taste the liquor, not the juice.
So
And
this
Yeah.
is why.
you do that well.
So this is why I
Absolutely.
won't be accepting a single drink from Sheena ever again in life.
If you
I
go
This is
to
remember
why.
when she
dinner
was
with me, I'm
making
like this. We need extra shots. Can we have a margarita? Can we have extra shots in here, please? Like we
I
need extra
remember
shots. I
when
was
Sheena
young.
was making a drink. It was like something blended, and I'm watching her do it. Remember, Sheena, we was on. This was or like right by the shutdown, and you had like some juice, And I'm like, oh my God, like, how much juice are you put? He's like, oh, you just pouring and talking. I was like, oh, hell no.
Hell the fuck
Hell no.
no.
No. And it was hot. I was like, oh my God, my friend about to be passed out on the floor. Nobody gonna hear or nothing. She gonna be in
Was
there
These.
that
sniveled
was
up.
that in Vegas? Was that in
No, you was
Vegas?
home. You were home. We was on Zoom, so it was right when the shutdown.
Oh, I remember I was blending up my drinks for you and showing you how I was making it.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
And
and
I
you
was
were so
like,
entertained by it.
I
Yeah,
was
we had
like,
fun that day.
These are those kind of drinks where your friends present them to you like, have a sip, my
Yeah.
child. Like
yeah.
they're like the girl that gives you the rotten fucking apple.
But I like two of my friends. They like strong drinks. She and another friend like
Well,
one. They
Yeah,
say it tastes like
Sheena's a
juice.
strong drink
Yes,
person for
I'm a
sure.
strong
yes.
drinker. Yeah,
And
you gotta
one
taste the
friend is
alcohol.
like, everything tastes like juice. Everything is juice. Everything is
Yeah,
juice.
Mm.
yeah, I do.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Well, so California hate crimes against Black people has increased by 31% in 2020. That's
Not
a
over here.
lot.
That is a
Well,
lot.
you don't live around Black. Do you live around Black people?
I hate you.
He's in Diego.
Black people live in San Diego. He in
Is
San Diego.
he
You
probably
know,
you on
so
the
here's
other
what's
side of San
no,
Diego, huh?
here's what's funny though. I haven't lived around black folks in ages. I don't really know why. It wasn't intentional. It just is how it is. I don't live around no black folk. I see a black person here and there where I live. But where I live, it's very kind of like homelessy. Like there's so many homeless.
Shit,
So
really?
there's no Black.
But it's like I
Is
live
it
in kind of like
predominantly
I live
Latino
in
because you're in?
no, I live in so I live by SDSU and so
Oh, okay.
Oh,
it's in the
Yeah.
predominantly white
White.
neighborhood actually is where I live.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that there's a lot of color still. There's a lot of
Yeah.
Latins, there's a lot
okay,
of black folk, there's a lot. But
okay.
where I live though, I don't see a whole lot of them,
I
which is
counted
kind
my
of
block,
weird.
and every time I see one more, I'll be like, "Ooh!" So it's my household to it's six, like within my immediate area. It's
Yeah,
six.
I have like five. Yeah.
Okay, you
I have
guys
Yeah.
like
are.
five in like my immediate like cuz you know you keep track of all of
Oh, I do
us.
too. And because I work home
I
and I'm
do.
always out, like
Well, and
when
I
I
make it
walk,
a
take my
point to like
walk, I look
speak
and I
and
speak to everybody. Like the little
yeah.
kids know me. Like
I
they
didn't
come by.
used to be like I didn't used to be like that though. Like I didn't speak, and I would not say much of anything just because I'm not a speaker. I don't really do that. So, but I realized over the last like 2 years how important it is to like acknowledge
Yeah.
your folk and speak
Mm-hmm.
to them and say what's up. You know what's going on. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like you have to do that. You have no choice.
Yeah. And I think
Well,
over here,
Or you have
like,
a choice, I guess, but like,
okay, so it's because you guys live in those non-Black areas where Black people are getting attacked at.
well, I ain't seen it where I
Cause
live. So,
y'all know where I live. I live in Inglewood. Okay,
yeah.
I go outside and see 1,000 Black people.
Inglewood.
Whoop,
I
whoop.
go outside and see 1,000 Black folks at one time. I'd be like, oh yeah, you new face.
Well, but I grew up. I also, I mean, I grew up around black folks, but I also like I grew up more around Latin folks. Like
I did too.
I'm from Hawthorne is like Hawthorne when I grew
It's
up
pretty
there, like
mixed.
in the late '90s. It's
Oh, it was
yeah,
black.
it's a good amount
It's
of
a good
blacks and
mix. Yeah.
Latinos, but like the area we lived in was just Latin folks. So
So what do you
I'm
guys
used to
feel?
Latins. I think a
What do
lot
you
more.
guys feel about this 31%? You think it's just like puffing smoke just to throw everybody off? Because
This is
I
my
read it and
thing.
I was just like, oh,
I haven't
okay.
seen it. And I mean, when I am in LA, I'm in LA to where I definitely where I am, I definitely should have seen it. But I feel like a lot of this shit that we see on the news is propaganda, the fear mongering. So I feel it's kind of like a setup, like they want to talk about lately. I don't know if you guys watch the news, but they're talking about how crime is going to go up and they're bringing up, I feel like they're kind of setting the stage. So like I
They
said,
Mm.
are
I
setting the
haven't,
stage.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they are
So
Yeah.
setting the
it's
stage.
like
And
it's
it's
sad.
also like okay, we're starting to get a handle on the pandemic. Then it becomes,
Hmm.
oh, we have this ultra
It's
extra
right,
version
fucking
of,
Delta,
and you're
Zeta,
just like,
Beta.
It's like the biggest. Remember the Marshmallow Man?
I
yeah,
it's just
That's what that is. It's like the Marshmallow Man taking
But
over.
see, I feel like they feel like, and don't get me wrong. Yes, everybody who knows me know I was very terrified of this in the beginning. I've gotten better, but I'm very like,
Oh,
I don't know if I want to be,
I developed a whole
you
thing. Like
know.
I had full blown like agoraphobia. I like got diagnosed with
Oh,
agoraphobia
really? See,
after,
I don't.
and I'm fucking social as shit. I was before the pandemic. I was out circuit parties, people all around me, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
I started having panic attacks.
You
See,
know
I
what?
don't think I got there, but it's things that like I would like if people are doing something, like I would go, but then in my mind, I'm like, damn, well, if they're comfortable being around all these people with no mask, then these motherfuckers might more than likely be the ones who might have some, like my mind
Some
goes
shit.
there, you know? So
Yeah.
I have to take a step back to like, as long as I'm doing what I can to protect myself, I can't worry about what the next person is doing. You know what I'm saying?
There was
You
like
know,
2 months where I just like I saw people and I
mm,
wanted to run away screaming. Like legit, like get out of here, go away from me. I
yeah,
don't want to see. Yeah, it was bad. It got pretty bad for me.
I didn't have
and
any problems. I was cool.
yeah, and see, some people don't, and that's fine too. I'm not saying one way is right, but for
Yeah.
me, I think because I had health anxiety before the whole pandemic started, I was already kind of at a disadvantage because
Yeah.
those who
Mm.
have health
Well, so did
anxiety or
I.
know
Yeah, I
someone,
had anxiety.
it's like, so now if this was some type of pandemic not related to health, something like not as crazy as this has been, I probably would have still been carrying on normal,
Yeah.
fine when tickets was $20. But I was like, no, fuck that. No.
I
But
went a whole year though without seeing
You don't
people.
fly anyways.
Like
What are
I
I
you
was.
don't,
talking about?
so but
Yeah.
I've been a flyer in this and not had health anxiety, I
You don't
probably,
fly. You don't.
I
You
don't
don't
like
No,
to
fly,
she doesn't
lady.
fly.
like to fly. That's what she is.
Nope,
Speaking
I
of not
don't.
having passports, and we going into passports.
I have a
She don't
passport.
fly. Of course, I know you got a passport. I got one too. She
I'm
go
gonna
one
get
way.
one. I'll
Okay.
get one. I'll
Well,
get one.
now
Oh, we gotta take her somewhere.
somewhere
We gotta take you
like
somewhere,
Cabo's only two
Anti.
hours away.
Yeah, I
Cabo's
need
only 2 hours
Cabo
flight.
first. I
We
need to,
need
yeah.
Mexico. We'll go to Mexico. Mexico.
Tequila, sombreros, have fun. So speaking
Tequila
of getting
sombreros, hot boys that are well, you know,
tacos, ooh, tacos.
tacos. Oh,
And those tacos
tacos.
are good out there because
Them tacos are bomb,
man, those
bitch.
tortillas. Speaking of some
Ooh.
tortillas,
They be
man, those
fresh.
they taste
And
like somebody's
eating, oh my
grannies in
god,
the back country. It's like,
and all the
yes,
restaurants that are just like along the ocean, and you just
Ooh,
sit
yeah,
there
yeah,
and watch the
yeah.
ocean while you eat fucking
That
food.
is a
It's
whole
bomb.
vibe for me. Like
Oh,
the
whole
the
fucking vibe.
water, the
You'll
beach,
never
like
feel
eating and
more on
drinking.
vacation in your whole fucking life than eating food on like the
Well,
shore.
since we're on the subject, before we move, how would y'all feel? Okay, so this is my
okay.
thing. Like, I definitely want to do like a trip. So, Sheeta,
Mm.
you being my friend, if I'm like, hey, I want to do something, would you be willing to have a test before going
You
on the trip?
yeah, just
Even
to
if it's
be
Of
just
course.
local. So if it's like, oh, we just gonna go up to like, I don't know, Santa Barbara for like
yeah,
the
no
weekend,
problem.
you'll
You know, I used to live in Santa.
okay.
I know where to take y'all in Santa Barbara, honey. I
Yeah,
used to
I
live
would
there.
have no problem getting a test. No, I
We
don't have
could
a
get a
problem.
Cause
test.
I was thinking like, cause I'm like, I kind of want to do
I'm fully
something,
vaccinated though, so
but you still need to get that
you can
swab.
still get the test.
Yeah,
I'll
you
get the
still,
swab. I'll
you
do
got
it.
to get that swab all up in that nasal cavity.
No,
Okay,
you know Kaiser makes. I went for a test
I'm gonna
recently.
go there because they got
You
all
better
these
hunt me down
questions
a
and
They
little
the
make
bit of
swab
you.
of my
swab
They
house.
to the
make you.
bottom
They make you spit in this
situation.
thing. Like it's you have to girl. It's a lot.
Well, the one I go to, they always got appointments. I don't have no issue. They swab. I get my results in like 20 minutes, and then they send it to the lab, and they email
Is
me
it
like
free?
2 days after. Yes, it is
If
free. I will send
oh,
you the link
send me the
because
link because
I
Kaiser take too
feel
long.
I don't mess with them. And my thing is
The
like
ones
I
I
just want
do,
to
I
keep
usually
everybody
find
safe.
out like in
You
two
know,
days. Is usually the it's like usually like 2 days.
Yeah, send me the link because
I
I had
will.
emailed them. I had went online trying to do like an e-visit
Don't
last
do
night.
that because they're going to tell you no. You got to lie about your
What they
symptoms, and then
told
you
me
got to
was
wait.
they told me is if I'm not feeling well, stay at home,
See, but that's
and
not
if it
helping
gets
the
bad, then
spread.
call
You might
911.
be like, oh, it's allergies, and then
Call 911, bitch.
It says it. No,
Are
until I can send you guys the email. It says if you're not
I've
feeling well,
seen
stay at
you
that.
fucking
home.
serious?
Yeah,
But they
they told
don't.
me to stay
But
home.
it's people who be fine, and then they end up needing, crazy stuff because
Immediate,
they just stayed
yeah,
home. Like,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
Okay, because I
Huh?
heard, because I was like, I wonder. And if some of my friends were like, no, you being extra, I would respect that. Like, I'm being extra because I care
You
about
know you're,
myself and my family, and that's
No,
okay.
you're
I
not being
respect.
extra. You're
You
being
know.
safe. You're
yeah.
being
Okay.
safe.
So
No, you're
that's
not
Anti,
being
something
extra.
you
I'm
know
thinking
you're
about.
giving me right now. You're giving me Regina King 1995, 96.
Boys in the hood.
Is it my
Yes,
baby
Regina
hair? I have to
King.
swoop this shit
That's
down.
Is
the
Y'all
it boys?
got
baby
it.
hair with the braids. It's it. I love.
Wait, is it poetic justice or boys in
Poetic
the hood?
justice.
What's that
Yes.
movie?
Cause you always act like an alcoholic bitch.
Oh yes, I love that movie. But yeah, so that's something
I
that
love
I'm
two.
thinking
Well,
of
it's your
doing.
Pac in it. It's Mr.
Oh
Pac.
yeah, yes. Oh, I know. Oh, I know that. My God.
What happened? She
Oh, it dropped.
disappeared,
I
ain't
know what happened. My phone just went bloop. I was like, wait, what
Oh,
happened?
so that's something I was just wondering, like, damn, how would the people feel? And I know I've known people who had like bridal showers and they like, you got to get tested. And I was like, I love y'all for doing that because y'all making sure that y'all family safe and everybody else can kind of like, and not have to worry about, ooh, who got
Yeah,
the cooties and keeping that. Like everybody
it?
can just really have a
The
good time,
cooties.
you know?
Who
yeah. I
got
think
the
that's very
cooties?
respectful. I honestly feel like,
Yeah. And you know how I am about my
yeah,
family, especially my
Not the
kids, like,
cooties though. I
so,
love
yeah.
the cooties.
Okay,
this
guys.
fuck.
So y'all got me for like maybe 10 more minutes. This NyQuil is kicking in. I had took it 30 minutes before the show.
Ooh, NyQuil
I'm about
knock you
to.
out.
As you can see,
Oh,
like my eyes are going like, okay.
Yes.
So,
You a trooper. I
state.
would have been like,
I know.
I'm out.
State Department will now allow U.S. passports applicants to select their own gender, even without medical certification. So basically, if you're I don't want to say it the wrong way,
Transgender.
transgender, you identify as being a woman, but you were born a man, you can choose what you want to be on your on your passport. And I'm also hearing you can also do that on your birth certificates too and reverse it. So thoughts?
I don't have a I don't have a problem with that. I
Not
mean,
my problem. I don't have a horse
you
in that
know,
race.
yeah.
Listen, it don't affect my money,
It don't
so
affect. I mean,
Right.
do
no,
you
do
It
do? I
doesn't
don't
what
affect
do
shit
care.
what
I'm
you
doing.
do.
Right.
I
Do
mean,
whatever you want to do. If that makes
people,
you happy,
people
if you
put
want to.
their weight, their eye color, and their race is no ID, and motherfuckers be
Yeah,
lying. Like,
I be
bitch, your
lying
eyes are
too.
not hazel. Your eyes are almost as black as a cat.
But shit, they was hazel that
Like,
day.
Talk about
Okay,
brown. Talk
I
about
got
light
blonde hair and
hazel.
blue. I got blonde
Hazel
hair and blue
hazel
eyes on
eyes
my
and your
driver's
brown
license.
your eyes is dark as
right.
shit, bitch.
So
You
I
know.
Like,
don't have a problem with that. I feel like, let people be who they are. And those who, I just feel let people
y'all don't
be
be
who
tripping
they
about hair
are.
color, eye color. I could be coded. I can go say I have blonde hair and blue eyes. Y'all not gonna
Right.
question me because that day I would have a brown wig
Exactly.
on and some blue
So I don't,
It's
contacts.
just
you
I,
know,
I think I think anything though that you put on your uh, and this is just I think more of a warning to them is anything that you put on your passport that doesn't look like that's what it is. It causes more
Mm,
speculation, and they're gonna look deeper into it. And I don't know if you want to deal with that every single fucking time you pull up, unless you're fish, which we talked about last week.
yes.
Um,
mm.
if you're not fem looking, I'm sorry, but what's gonna happen is you are asking for them to kind of single in on you. The only thing. And if
Yeah,
you're okay with that,
Yeah.
then just yeah, go. I'm good. But I'm just telling you from the standpoint of like I don't like to draw attention to myself like that. I'm one of those people that gets pulled into they think I'm Middle Eastern and so they
mm-hmm.
pull me into you've been randomly selected to be screened. I am not the one that needs to hold the coke. I'm just gonna tell you that, okay? I am not that one. I'll be the last one you fucking want to hold the
Oh my
coke because I'm
god,
the first one to get like
you are so funny.
you are gonna have to go through this and they're like and then they see my last name they're like oh
I
never
think it's.
mind.
I think the changing your sex on your passport and driver's license is more for those who live their lives as women You were
Yeah.
born
Absolutely.
as a man. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
if you live your life as a woman, you
Or
have
vice
breasts,
versa
you have
too. Vice
hips. Yeah, the
versa.
same thing.
Yeah.
You have, short haircut, you got your
Mhm.
breasts taken out. You know, you go as Tyrone, but your driver's license, your passport says Leslie. Like
Yeah.
some A and B is not adding up here,
Yeah.
So I think it's more for
I
those
think
who,
that's I think that that's even more of a reason to change it. Like if what your
Mhm.
appearance is
yeah,
reflecting is what,
Yeah. Yeah.
then sure. But I'm just saying, like
just
for
to change
me
it
to,
just because it's stupid.
well, but like for me to change my name to Aaliyah and then decide I'm gonna get on a fucking flight and change my gender to female, they're gonna look at me and be like, first of all, her name ain't Aaliyah and she's
Mhm.
Sheena Herm. And that's
Right.
it.
Mhm.
That's what happens though.
Wait,
I am
wait, wait,
masculine
wait, wait,
presenting.
wait, wait, wait. Go back to what you said. Wait, he was. You said it
What?
so fast. Wait, I can't even laugh
Oh,
because
oh, girl.
wait, I
Oh,
caught
that
it
that
too.
Nyquil's kicking in, baby.
Wait, I
I
caught
know.
it. Go back to what you said. You said this
No,
is
I
she ain't
just what
Aaliyah
I
because
said
she's
was
not in the harem. Did you?
a
Did you say?
harem, girl. What are
Did
you
you?
talking about, girl? No, I
Okay.
was no. I
A
was
Nyquil.
saying I could change my name to Aaliyah and change my gender to female,
Oh.
and upon their first glance at me, they know my name ain't fucking Aaliyah, and they know that I am not female because I present as male. And that's what I'm
Hmm.
saying is that like if what you're gonna do is present as such, then present
Right.
it,
Mhm.
Live
do
your life
it,
as who you live. Like,
do it.
yeah, if you're
But
living
like
your life
me,
like
I
Leslie, don't have Tyrone on
it
your.
doesn't make sense for people to be like they'll look at me and be like he is not female, he's a dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not meant for someone like you. It's meant for someone
Yeah.
who's living their life as
Of
another
course.
Yeah.
gender.
But there are
Yeah.
quite a few, though, that have not taken efforts to look like the gender that they're representing. And that's what I'm talking about.
I know what you mean. And they just want to, like, oh, I can be. Okay, I got you. Oh, I got you. Okay. So,
100% that. Just that.
yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay. So, why can't we just be great? Like, why don't nobody like
Beautiful.
black people? What did we do to y'all? So, Tokyo Olympics formally
We
bans
fucking, we killed y'all is what happened. You guys can't compete, and that's why you're mad.
Tokyo Olympics. They formally banned swimming caps for Afro hair. The committee says um, elite athletes.
I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now.
I can now. Uh-huh.
So the official committee says elite athletes don't require caps of such size. So I don't know what an elite athlete is, but if you're a swimmer and you want to have
Whew.
natural black kinky hair, they're not going to make a cap for you to fit your hair. So
Mm.
Elite athletes means that any athlete that we decide is any kind of thing. That's our decision as to what even qualifies
Yeah.
as
See, I
such.
don't like
It's
that.
bullshit.
It's
yeah.
bullshit. So
It's
they're
So
picking.
bullshit.
They're cherry picking what the fuck they
What
want to decide.
why is that even up for conversation
That's what I'm
is
saying.
my
Why does it even
question.
matter?
Why it matter?
And it's like
they
if somebody wants to make caps to fit people who might have an afro or wear, I don't know if they whatever style they're wearing, then
mhm.
so what? You
Who
know?
gives
Make
a
the cap.
fuck?
It has to fit everybody.
Who fucking cares?
That
Like
makes me feel like they want to discourage, African Americans,
that's what
black
they were saying.
people
That's
from
Well,
swimming. They want to discourage us from
because
being in the
again,
pool.
we're killing the game, and they are intimidated,
that's what the
and
association was
it speaks
saying.
to their intimidation. Is
Yep.
literally what it is.
What do you guys think about that girl? The runner. What's her
Shikari?
name?
Shikari.
Oh fuck.
I'm so disappointed in her because I
So
feel like
Shikari, I'm not disappointed in her. Who cares
I
if she
am okay.
smoked weed
This
once?
is
Who
why.
gives a
Okay,
fuck?
this she didn't smoke it once. I feel like okay, girl,
She smoked it
you
however
don't
many
look like
times.
you don't look like the average
If she can run like
runner.
that,
Okay,
yeah.
you're you're lesbian. You have orange hair. You have these eyelashes. You have these nails. You're bomb on the track. So they're gonna be fucking with you. So why not wait until you win the Olympics to celebrate?
Yeah.
You knew they were gonna be fucking with you. Like they're
I
gonna be fucking
know.
with
I
her.
And think
just
about
think,
it. I
like,
don't know
who
why they
cares about
tested her.
weed?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One, who cares about it? But two, they gonna hang her because they fucked up Michael Phelps. So she not getting away with this. Because
Yeah.
if they would have let her get away with it, they would have been like, but y'all, took him off the cereal box, cut him off.
Yep.
So they
Yep.
they could not
Yeah.
They
do
could not
anything,
just let it go. Yeah.
So and two, for her being an athlete,
Their hand was forced.
she
It was.
should have been. I guess she was grieving. Normally they test before a race. I don't know when they test in between. Well, maybe they do it in between now because Olympics. But she
Yeah.
probably should have just held
But
off.
question. Do
That's
they
what I'm disappointed.
generally do that, or
I
was
don't
that?
know.
I
I have
don't
to look
know.
into
I
that
don't
because
know.
that's something I
Was it
wanted to know. Like,
Shay?
is it her? Was it everybody? Was this just
Was
something
it
new? Who
she was
got the weed
discriminated
for
or
her?
she
I
was
want to know who got the
discriminated
weed
against?
for her.
Was she discriminated against because
I
how
feel
she
like
looks? She looks like the
I
average black
am
girl in LA. You know, like I feel
I
like
am super. I am so. My only part is I am super suspicious
Yeah,
about
it's a little,
how
yeah.
this occurred.
right.
That's why I said
I
I
want to
have
know
questions.
if someone
Was
explains it
she
to
at
me.
the
It makes sense
dispensary,
and it's
right?
not shady. Then sure,
But it's
a
just too
hundred.
weird. I want to know,
It's
Yeah.
fucking
one,
weird to
did
me.
she go to the dispensary and somebody posted or said they saw her? Or
It's
two, did
fucking
she
weird to
have
me.
someone else go pick it up and it like it just a lot it I don't
It's
know.
weird to me.
It's very
It's not
Yeah.
right.
strange. And I want
There's.
to know,
I
was
feel
anyone else
like
tested? Did they test
because any
everybody else again after they ran? Because why
you
test
scratch,
now?
honey, you scratch a
Mm.
lie, you find a thief. And
So,
Yeah.
I feel like there is something sideways here,
ooh,
and
listen,
I'm not here for it. There's something that I'm
it's
not here
crazy, right?
for, and it's like a gut feeling. You know, when you get that
Yeah.
like gut feeling that you're like, there's
You
something
follow
not.
that gut. When I read it, I'm like, damn, why they
This ain't
testing
I was
seeming
like,
right
why
to
would she
that?
me.
do that? I was like, why would she do
This
that?
doesn't seem
Knowing
right.
how big
I
this
was
is,
on
knowing
that
that
too.
all eyes
Yeah.
are literally on her, just based on how she looks. So they're gonna be fucking with her, right?
Yeah.
Based off how she looks,
But the
she's
thing
her. She's
is,
being her. And they're gonna be
here's my
fucking with her.
question though. But here's my question though: is that really correct? Should she have to say because I look different, people's gonna be fucking with me? That's not right.
It's
No, it's
not right, but
not.
I
It's
think
not.
it's just
That's
the way society is,
is.
because
Yeah.
they just like
It
they
is
used
the
to
way
say
society is, but I
corporate
just feel like,
America. Just like for me, they might be like,
hmm,
would you remember the whole natural hair thing was a big thing a few
Mm,
years ago with the
yeah.
dreads?
yeah.
So it's like, why my
Well, remember
hair?
FloJo with the nails?
Yeah,
They
the
gave her
nails,
so much shit for them fucking nails. I'm like, it's some fucking nails. Who
right?
cares?
But I feel, and I tell people this, like, you know, the way I dress, the way I look, the way my hair is does not define me as an individual or as a
Mm,
professional. Because guess
right.
what? I know people who are hella covered with tattoos and got some high ass positions, in
Mm,
places where people be like, how you get that? Or I've heard people say, oh, your hair, your hair is red or whatever, you can't get a job in corporate America. Says the fuck who? Says
right.
who?
Says
But I
who?
feel society feels
Shit.
like if you got, if I go, I don't know, if I go into a conference or something, I got my baby hair popping, like you said, Gina King vibe. Like people might be like, they might
Who
think
is
like, who am
this?
I? Who are you?
But you know what
You
though?
know,
But you know what though? That's not a world I want to live in.
right?
A world that is Regina Kingless, ma'am, is not the world for me. Okay,
But
that
I
is
feel
not the
bad for
world
her.
for
But
me.
I
I
do
agree,
too.
Dante. I think it's some bullshit going on. I don't know that they
I think
test
it's some
Allison, but they
bullshit.
test
I smell
everybody else.
bullshit.
It's just weird. The girl ripped up the track,
I
and they
smell
don't
It's
want.
like,
bullshit.
okay, we had that thing. Okay, so Serena's not in the Olympics anymore, right?
I
No,
don't
And
know why.
then
Did she say
yeah.
why?
I don't know. I didn't do any research. I just heard she was. And then that
I
other
think she's just kind of done. I think she's like, I'm just not in the mood right now. Like
yeah. And then the
it's been a
Japanese
rough
and
year. I got my child. I got shit to do.
Yeah, and
and then
nobody wants to be
You
doing all
know.
we
that.
have the Japanese and black girl who just
Yeah,
like fuck y'all. I'm not
yeah.
doing no
I love her
interviews.
for
I
that.
love her.
You
She
know.
I
did my
So
yeah.
favorite.
then we have what's her name again? The girl who runs. I can't.
Who? Shakari?
Shikari. We
Shikari.
have Shikari, who's the fastest woman in America, who's probably the fastest woman, who's most likely would have been the fastest woman in the world, who looks
Mm.
You know, she looks like her. She's
They
doing
couldn't
her.
handle that.
It can. So
But
then it was like too
even
much.
if
So
she
you already
had
know
weed
you
in
have
her,
all these
what
eyes
does
on
weed
you.
do? Weed don't do shit but depress. Like, she'd be a slower runner because of the weed. What the fuck is your problem?
I
That's what
mean,
I said. I'm like, why?
yeah,
That's why
She'd
I
be
said weed
slower.
relaxes and slow you down. So I know that they
Yeah.
tested before, but I'm like, what was their motive for testing her and or others after the
In
event?
the first fucking
Now
place.
I get
Agreed. Like,
yeah,
but
after
that
the fucking fact.
right. So that's why I said was that's
Because
what I said. I got
I am
about 10
completely
questions.
sure
Okay,
some of these. I'm
somebody was
completely sure.
yeah. It
I'm
might be
completely
somebody in
sure
her
some of these
camp.
white
You know?
dudes, if they test them after
Oh, they gonna pull up
running,
with some more
cycling, any
shit.
of that shit, they got hella fucking coke in their system.
Yeah,
Let me just
they
tell
got some
you,
more
and you
shit.
know it's there. You
But
know
I
it's
of
don't.
there.
course,
I want to do more research into it because I totally get them testing a few days before the actual day of the Olympics, which makes sense, right? In the day,
But
right,
whatever
after,
that.
what difference
But
does it make
after, it
after?
doesn't matter because what's done is done. You know what I'm saying? They
right,
knew she
right,
was clear before. So what was behind them testing her and
right.
again and or others if there are any others after that?
What I think happened was she trusted the wrong bitch to go
Yep,
pick that
to pick
motherfucking
that
shit
shit up
up
and was
at the
Yeah,
fucking. Yep,
that's what I said. Somebody
and
that's
she
probably
sold
completely
her
it.
out. She got
tagging.
paid for
Yep.
that.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened like that. Shakari sent her friend out because Shakari, she seemed like she got some street smart. She like, I ain't about to go no dispensary. I'ma send such
Mm,
and such. Such and such probably tagged or posted some shit or text somebody and they know she popping right now. Come up with a little
mm,
check.
Yep, yep.
So this is to be continued because it seemed like it's some bullshit and they
It's
probably
some bullshit.
tested
It's some
her and
bullshit.
if it's only her that they tested, then that's going to further probably prove that what we're hypothesizing happened really did happen. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
And even
somebody
if it didn't happen like that, I'm still just like, why are you testing
after.
after?
Hello.
I'm
yeah.
just real. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like she should have waited
There's
until
some
after she
shade.
won the Olympics, but
Yeah, she said she was her mom passed, and she said
yeah,
found out from a reporter. So I mean, again,
Girl,
but not respecting people. The girl had to find out her mama
girl,
died from the
sometimes
reporter.
like your mama
wow,
died, honey. Like, what the fuck? You
Yeah,
can
wow,
you
they should give her
cannot.
a pass. You know.
If I run the
yeah.
fuck out there and do heroin because my mama died just now, then that's what the fuck I done did. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl,
I feel bad for
uh-uh.
her. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank
It's
God
I
Nike's
sad.
do
sticking with
too.
her.
I do too.
Nike's sticking with her, and they're not going to end her contract. They said they've been working together since 2019, and they're going to keep things going on.
I didn't
So,
know that. I didn't
Good.
know.
Good.
I
yeah.
didn't know that. I'm glad about that because
Okay.
Good.
So,
she's
what y'all
special.
plans for the weekend? I'm trying to stay alive this weekend. After we get off this phone, I'm gonna get in
You
bed.
Relax.
kind of. I mean, you kind of looking at it. My ass ain't doing shit but sitting around here with this big old
I
gal.
like the Gatorade and
This little gal.
vodka though. I
The
like really keeping
Powerade.
myself
Huh?
hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about you, man? Tight.
We are so tomorrow I am doing what I always do Saturdays, like housework, deep clean every Saturday.
Me
Getting ready
too.
for we're doing a little barbecue, just my mother-in-law, sister-in-law, right, my brother, my mom at the park. And shit, that's it.
You have
That
a
is
birthday coming
it.
up this
I
month.
do.
She
I do.
Oh,
I
let me.
does.
I woke up for that,
do.
huh? You have a
I
birthday coming
know.
up. Let me look at my
When's her
calendar.
birthday?
July 19th.
And okay,
Okay, Miss
so
Cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's like a
The mama
Cancer
of the whole
slash
fucking house.
Leo,
Uh-uh. I
She a
am a
Leo
Cancer.
cusp, but she's a Cancer.
but
Yeah.
she has her Leo ways.
She
No.
Sometimes.
does. You know what it is? Like, honestly, like anytime that I link up with someone like that immediately, it's almost always Leo females. I
Yeah.
love Leo women. Yeah.
I don't really get along with Leo women that much.
Shit.
But she's Cancer, and I get along with Cancer a lot. So I
Yeah.
Yeah.
think we connect on that. But no,
I
I don't
don't get
really mess with
along.
Leos.
I don't get along with Pisces. I don't like Pisces at all. And I'm borderline Pisces, but I'm not. I am no Pisces
When's
whatsoever.
your birthday?
Feb 16th, and
I'm
then
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say
you
the
Pisces starts
15th.
are.
Feb
Okay, so
18th.
16th, yeah.
Yeah, it starts on
Okay.
the 18th, but I have no Pisces in me. It's almost like something like was like, oh, I'm gonna make this Aquarius extra Aquarius
You know,
because
Wow.
I am not
I
Pisces at
don't get
all. I don't like Pisces.
I don't like Sagittarius. They're
Too try
crazy.
hard.
They are
They're too
crazy as
try
hell.
hard for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
Yeah.
crazy town.
It's too crazy. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like they need to be on some like medication. I'd be like, y'all need
Somebody on some
something. Like
medication.
Always.
Yeah.
They need ADHD medication. Where you just be
Mm.
like, girl, I need you to sit down for 5 minutes, please.
so
Thank you.
I'm gonna assume you won't be here on the 16th. And I'm gonna assume we're gonna do our Santa Barbara trip on the 23rd.
I don't know what destination, but
We'll
yeah, it'll be
Okay.
assume.
something.
And then we're
Yeah.
gonna invite Dante, even though it's a girls' trip, Dante can still come.
Yep.
And
So I'll
Dante, you can
probably
sleep with
yeah.
me and I can snore in your ear all night.
Oh God, yes.
Well, after I snore in your
You can
ear,
deal with
girl,
that
you.
now.
I promise you, I snore louder than you do.
I
Oh
swear.
hell no. Y'all gotta get y'all gotta figure that out.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all gotta
Well,
figure that out because I'm not doing that.
all right, y'all. I love you
Ooh.
guys. Thank you for
Love
coming on
you.
the
Love you
Feel
show.
guys.
I'm
better.
about to go to sleep and I'll
Bye.
talk to you guys
Bye.
tomorrow. Bye. Love you
Bye.
guys.
All right.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye.